Xenoverse 2 has done something that we have never, and I mean never, seen before, my boys, when it comes to back-to-back updates on this game. And that's wild to say, considering this game is now over 7 years old. And even though it is 7 years old, they are still doing things we have never seen before. So is it possible that DLC 17 takes it a step further and does something we really never saw and never thought was possible on this game? And what I'm talking about is keeping the Awoken skill streak alive and making it go from 2 to 3 updates in a row where we actually see a brand new Awoken skill. Because before, we never saw back-to-back updates where we got Awoken skills, but then came along Beast in DLC 16, and then obviously in the most recent update, we just got Ultra Instinct added in as well. So again, I asked the question, is it possible to go a step further, go even beyond the limits that we thought Dimps had, that we thought Xenoverse had, and give us a third Awoken skill in 3 consecutive updates? Well, in this video today, I'm here to talk about the possibility of this, along with what Awoken skills at the same time are actually possible for DLC 17 if we were to see another Awoken in that update, which I'm very hopeful for. Like, Awoken skills, as you guys probably have seen and probably felt yourselves, the hype that comes around Awoken skills is by far the most hype that Xenoverse 2 gets at this point in time. And honestly, even in the old days when Super Saiyan Blue was in and added with DLC 5, I believe, that was some of the most hype around Xenoverse for the early days of this game. So will they actually add in another Awoken? Will they give us that third update in a row? And I say right here, right now, that it actually is very possible without a doubt. I mean, before we thought 2 updates in a row was not possible, but remember, we are now under a new producer. The man Sung had his first update with the previous free update that included Ultra Instinct, and he came out the bat swinging, or out the gate swinging, not out the bat, that don't make no sense, but out the gate. He came swinging. So can he continue to swing in DLC 17? I say it's very possible. Again, we really don't know much about this man and what his plans are for the game, but he gave us a good taste that he is trying to improve the game, add in more things to the game with the newest free update that we got. There's a reason a lot of people consider this to be one of, if not the best free update we have ever seen on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. So I do think it is possible to see a third update in a row actually include another Awoken for this game right here. But now, what Awokens are actually possible? There are 3 Awokens that I want to talk about in this video, and I actually made videos on these before the newest free update that we got, talking about how I think these Awokens should work in Xenoverse 2 if they were to actually be added in. I even did a video on that for Ultra Instinct as well, and well, it turns out we actually got Ultra Instinct. Even though they didn't listen to your boy in terms of how to implement the skill, they still did add it in, and added it for all races, which is just another bonus in itself, considering that it gives other races a little bit more of an opportunity and just more Awokens that they have at their accessibility. Because let's be real, I mean, other races do not have this much in the game, but it also kind of makes sense considering in the actual show / manga, Saiyans by far do have the most Awokens in that category as well. So let's talk about the Awokens that I think are possible. First and foremost, my boys, the one, the only, Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 is an Awoken skill we've wanted literally since damn near the first day this game came out. I mean, the first day this game came out and we had Super Saiyan 3 in our hands and at our access, right? We have been wanting Super Saiyan 4 since that very day, and we all thought it was something that would be possible at some point in time. But here we are 7 years later, and we still do not have that. So Super Saiyan 4 is definitely at the top of my list in terms of Awokens to be added into Xenoverse 2 without a doubt. But the next Awoken that I have is Super Saiyan Ros. Again, another Saiyan-based transformation, and this one is one that I thought was not possible really in the past. But then they implemented Beast, and implemented Beast for all races. That gave me reason to believe that if they can do Beast for all races, well, even though Ros isn't technically a true Saiyan transformation, why not implement it for the Saiyan race? Because Beast is not a true Namekian transformation. It's not a true Frieza race transformation. It's really not even a true transformation in my mind, besides besides a hybrid. A hybrid Saiyan is really the only thing that makes Beast possible, in my opinion, and in my mind at the very least, because, well, it's only been done by a hybrid Saiyan. And that hybrid Saiyan is Gohan, and I truly think the only reason that Beast was achieved is because mainly of his Saiyan cells. Yes, did his human cells probably have something to do with it at the same time? Yes, but also, without him being a Saiyan, I don't see Beast being a possibility. I mean, let's be real. There are many humans on Earth, and the story of Dragon Ball, if you really look back at it, humans have been training in the martial arts and training to become stronger for years on years and decades and centuries and all things like that. And none of them have ever come close to achieving something like the Beast Awoken skill. So again, to me, it's really a Saiyan skill, but they did give it out for all races in DLC 16. So if they can do that, then why can't they implement Super Saiyan Ros, even though technically it's not a true Saiyan transformation? Like, it's not something we're going to see Goku or Vegeta achieve. It is something that was achieved because a Saiyan's body was taken over by the soul of a Kai. So again, if they can implement Beast the way they did, though, I truly think Super Saiyan Ros could be implemented into this game as a Saiyan Awoken skill, and I would have no issue with it at this point in time. But then that leads me to the last and final one, which I know a lot of people who are not Saiyan fans will absolutely love this, and they will say things like, oh, Saiyans have enough, let us get this. Saiyans already got the most Awokens in the game, they don't need any more. And I understand that sentiment when it comes to the Saiyans, but at the same time, like I said before, Saiyans in the actual anime also do have, by far, the most Awokens. I mean, it's not even close when you talk about just the anime itself, because again, no other race besides a Saiyan hybrid was able to even achieve Beast, but that was given out to races in this game. But let's talk about this Awoken right here in the orange Namekian Awoken skill. The orange Namekian Awoken skill is one that would be very cool for the Namekians, considering Giant isn't the best. It's not the funnest Awoken by any means. I mean, you kind of just turn Giant, all your combos are gone, your moves are gone, all things like that. So an orange Awoken would be very, very cool to see on the Namekian race. But again, like I said before, I kind of understand where people were coming from when they say, you know, oh, Saiyans have enough, but at the same time, Saiyans do have the most in the anime. So on my list, Orange Namekian would probably be either last or tied for second with Super Saiyan Ros in terms of my most wanted Awoken skills on this game. But at the same time, Super Saiyan 4, without a doubt, clears those other two in my mind and in my opinion as to what the next Awoken skill on this game truly should be. Super Saiyan 4 is just a very dope Awoken. I love the look of it, the aesthetic, just the raw power that it seems to have, all things like that. And it's why it's my number one and a lot of other people's number one at the same time for future Awokens to see on Xenoverse 2. And if it was to be implemented, or any of these were to be implemented in DLC 17, I definitely would be happy as hell, without a doubt. But again, my number one is Super Saiyan 4 as well. So let me know your number one Awoken skill that you would love to see in Xenoverse 2 down below in the comments. And like I said, I do think there is a possibility of seeing another Awoken in DLC 17, because the man's song came out absolutely swinging with the new free update, and I hope he continues to swing that damn hard when it comes to DLC 17 and whatever is planned in the future after that as well. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and again, which Awoken you would like to see the most in this game if we were to get another in DLC 17. But till next time, my boys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope you have a good one. Peace, y'all.